The word love is used frequently in Law of One, but love has become a buzzword in our culture. It can mean romance, marriage, charity, pity, or any number of things. The term compassion seems much richer and suggests service to others. Can you please speak to what you see as the difference between love and compassion? I am Kuo, and I am aware of the query, my brother. Related to the dynamics of language, as we were touching upon in our previous response, we find that a query such as this is insightful, for it asks the seeker to examine the use of language and the precision of language, to address concepts that, in their deepest sense, are beyond language. We find this method of examination useful, in that it aids the seeker in contemplating for the self what these concepts may mean in their own journey. For instance, we reflect to the question that the term love, as described as a so-called buzzword, has very broad use in your own language, but may be incredibly meaningful on an individual level to any number of seekers. And so, while the language in a broad sense may seem to be diluted, it may still hold incredible value and meaning in a more specific sense. So we encourage any who seek upon this path of dissecting and examining language to remain open to the flow of language and the ever-dynamic nature of words, and how they may describe your journey of seeking. To speak more specifically to your question of these two terms, we do find that love in your language is used in a very broad sense to indicate many types of desire to recognize the Creator within the creation, while the term compassion implies an active aspect of that love that is pointed in a specific sense to service. We find this distinction useful, for it is the purpose of third density to make the choice of service to others. And the term compassion, as you have defined it, and as we find is most used within your culture, allows for that active choice to be primary. A need to not just love in a broad sense, but to put that love into action in each moment, and find in each moment how one may manifest love through compassion and through the choice of service to others.